All right. After wrestling with this machine, we finally got everything correct. Now, let's get to it. A lot of people say you stop talking about business on here. Normally, I do it for those on the Patreon. We get involved in it. But I figure this is the situation that's best fitting. There's a lie being told to you by the people who are, I know, hopefully they won't mute me this time like they did my last video. That's what happened when you're getting too real. They come and throw a mute button on you. Don't forget to subscribe to the page if you're new here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Now, the World Banking Group has decided to tackle a $2.5 trillion food waste problem. Did you hear me? $2.5 trillion. See, they exposed a lie by trying to tackle something that's new. You see, that's what they do. Before you even knew it was a problem, they've already trying to have a solution for it because they already know that they've been feeding you lies in other directions. They keep telling you it's not enough food, the world is hungry, other countries can't get food, we're not growing enough. These are lies. It is a myth that the world does not grow enough food to feed the hungry. They don't want to. And see, that is part of the situation that you are dealing with. Nobody wants that reality because they feel like if we're feeding the hungry, who we feel are going to be insignificant anyway, all we're going to do is keep creating them to create more families, and that's going to make the population just increase at such a rate that we're just going to be overpopulated. But there's a money problem because there's so much food going to waste. Nearly 25% of farm produce is wasted globally. Shelf life of fruit and vegetables, that is a major problem. So when you have food that have a shelf life, over time, this is going to be very damaging to your farming industry or whatever business you're trying to run. So I know. Now, here's where the major problem kicks in. When the food is not getting to people and people are not buying it. So now Katy Perry and Oprah started a company called Apeel. So if you're an investor and you want to look into something, this is a company to look out for. APEEL. Okay? And what they want to do is take the little small scale farms and waste less to get more of their crops to the market. See? The company which make the natural coating to extend the shelf life for supermarkets, staples like avocados, lemons, all of this, they've raised $30 million. to have people funding their investments. With all these new efforts that they got going on, as well as expansion plans for grocery stores, Whole Foods, and everything else, you're going to see wider crop selections and all these crop coatings. Okay? Now, let me explain something to you. The International Financial Corporation is behind it, the IFC. That's scary. And I'm bringing this to your attention because you can make money off something like this that's going to be doing these coatings. But let me tell you what's going to happen. Oprah and Katy Perry. That is absolutely correct. But let me tell you what this shelf life increasing is going to do when they're putting this coating on there. That coating is going to get you sick. And that coating is eventually is going to lead to you getting disease. Now, this coating that they're going to keep to let the shelf life of the fruit exist longer, it's going to be your demise. Now, I brought this to your attention because this is all happening under your noses. Once again, I've done this for free. You know, we will go into this more on the Patreon, but I did this for free. The Carcino for Life Patreon, we will tackle all of these things. These are things that these big, major trillion-dollar companies have created. Okay? They created all of this. And they are doing things above your pay grade, above your head, that's going to affect you, your life. So these little things that are happening and these minions that they're using, like Katy Perry and Oprah, who think they're doing something good, they believe this is a good thing because the people have told them it's a good thing. We're saving food from being wasted. But the shelf life is going to be your demise. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. The man who controls the world, what he thinks about it, the old man is probably right now nearing 100. So last I know, he had multiple surgeries to keep him alive. Multiple surgeries. But nothing's going to go down without his watch or the people who he have around him that's actually doing the running. His time is done, but he wants to live forever. And he keeps trying to come up with new ways to keep himself alive. He's had kidneys, he's had anything, new heart, transplants, everything. He's got to be near 90 something years old now. A French Canadian man runs the world. Can you believe that? And he's fluent in about 18 languages. That's right. That's what the IFC stands for. And the IFC is behind all of this. They're backing it. So you got to be careful. We're going to go into this more because this goes into what the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Rockefeller Foundation, okay, where this is all part of the same group. the Horowitz Foundation, you're going to understand that this is a much bigger global thing. This is $1 trillion project. And they're going to be using Oprah and Katy Perry as the catalyst. You might want to know what countries are going to be involved. We're going to tell you all about it. We'll do this on the Patreon because they're listening. This is $1 trillion thing. And they're not going to let one guy from YouTube blow this up for them. So don't forget to hit the like button for this video. Subscribe to the page. And definitely hit up the Patreon today. Got to sign up if you're new.